There's always something to learn when I visit Royal Alberta Museum curators like Chris Jazz.
We have about 34,000 specimens and we focus almost exclusively on the Ice Age. One of the things about the Ice Age material that we have, it tends not to be petrified. This is the real deal though. This is a lower jaw from a mastodon. So mastodons looked a lot like mammoths. They had trunks and tusks, but they had very different teeth.
Yes, it's the Ice Age Centre of Alberta, destined for greater things yet, once moved to the future Royal Alberta Museum downtown.
So this is a cast of a giant short-faced bear that we put together to go on display. It was on temporary display for a while. It'll be on permanent display when we move downtown. But this is a bear that went extinct about 10,000 years ago. He stood about 6 feet high when he was down on all four legs. Most Ice Age fossils that are found in the province end up at our institution.
That includes a recently found Ice Age bison skull unearthed near Sherwood Park.
This is the horn core, the cranium, the top part of the skull from an Ice Age bison. Based on the size of the horns, this one is probably at least 20,000 years old. And you can definitely see the size difference in terms of the horns of the Ice Age bison and the modern bison. The thing that's most impressive about this one is it is probably the biggest bison, the most robust bison that we've got in the collection. A lot of the animals that we see on the landscape today were here at the same time that mammoths were here, that short-faced bears were here. The three most common animals that we find in Alberta are horses, mammoths, and bison. So that's one mammoth tooth. And that's the chewing surface of the tooth. You can feel it if you want. That's actually where they would chew up their food. So this is a lower jaw from an American lion. These are animals that were roaming around Alberta till about 10,000 years ago. They are closely related to jaguars. That's a cast of the skull of a giant ground sloth.
Look at these claws.
And that is the cast of the foot of a giant ground sloth. That's the type of thing that's going to go on display when we move to the new facility downtown. When we put complete skeletons on display, we tend to use fiberglass or resin reconstructions. When people come to the museum, I want them to experience what I experience when I look at fossils, which is imagining the past as it was, seeing the past as it was, and that's the feeling that we hope to recreate for people.
For Go Edmonton, I'm Tim Dancy.